This is another act of terrorism. The one they have in the north, they call Boko Haram. This is more than Boko Haram. Yes. If human beings can be slaughtered and skulls are found everywhere littered, it's terrible. Honestly, it's terrible.
In early 2014, 2 Okada riders went missing from their homes in Ibadan, Nigeria. Later the same year, another rider vanished while working. This is the chilling story of how their fellow riders uncovered the horrifying truth behind their disappearances. Welcome to Horror Stories Exposed, where we uncover the darkest mysteries and chilling true stories from around the globe. Stay tuned as we delve into the harrowing tale of bravery and brotherhood. Despite the disappearances of the 2 Okadas in early 2014, the police did little to find the missing men. Determined to uncover the truth, the Okada community took matters into their own hands, searching tirelessly as they went about their daily activities. On May 22, 2014, another rider went missing while working. He had left his usual meeting point with 2 passengers but never returned. His phone was off, which was unusual since he always kept it on for customer calls. Hours later, a call came from his personal phone to another rider from the same Okada group. He was screaming for help, claiming to be in an underground building with 8 other kidnapped strangers. His belongings had been taken, but luckily, the kidnappers missed his personal phone. He described a small path leading deep into the Ibadan forest, marked by 2 burnt cars. Though he didn't know the exact location, his directions were clear. Without hesitation, the riders started their bikes and took off to the Soka forest on the outskirts of Ibadan. They found the burnt cars, stopped their bikes, and followed the path on foot. As they marched forward, the lead rider heard something and stopped. Suddenly, a man jumped from the trees 50 feet ahead and fired a gun into the air. Scared, the unarmed Okadas scrambled back to their bikes and sped back to town. Reporting the case to the police seemed futile due to their unreliability. Instead, they sought a larger group of Okadas, armed themselves, and decided to return to the forest. They came in large numbers, making noise to notify whoever was in the forest that a horde was coming for them. Their unity and determination were unwavering. They continued walking through the dense forest and came to a river and a large opening with a building and a shack outside. The building looked like a large, broken-down warehouse with cement walls and a huge chain-link fence topped with barbed wire. As the Okada riders crossed the river, they saw their friend's motorcycle dumped on the riverbank. This discovery only strengthened their determination. The riders approached the small shack next to the large building. Inside, they found hundreds of personal belongings: clothing, shoes, bags, identity cards, including those of students from Leeds City University. The sight was overwhelming. They moved towards the warehouse and tried calling out to whoever may be inside, but they didn't get a response. They created a hole in the chain-link fence, and as they walked in, a horrible smell filled the air. The Okadas pressed on, opening a metallic door to the warehouse, expecting opposition. What they saw inside left them dumbfounded as they lowered their weapons and covered their noses. The middle of the building had a cement slab lifted slightly on one side, with a stained dark bowl on the other end. Around the slab were mutilated hands, limbs, and numerous human bones, some with flesh still on them. On the walls were malnourished people, chained and suffering and at the brink of death. Local residents revealed that for the last 10 years or more, a black, tinted Jeep had been coming and leaving the warehouse. It would arrive on certain days around 8 p.m. and leave at 9:30 p.m. The Jeep's driver was a man, and whenever he arrived, screams would emanate from the building. Despite reporting this to the police, no action was taken. The warehouse was essentially a human body part factory. In Nigeria, certain human body parts are believed to bring charm or luck when used for witchcraft, making them an illegal and in-demand product. The man in the black Jeep would receive orders from various people, including witch doctors, and the workers at the warehouse would fulfill them in the most gruesome manner. They would unchain one of the victims from the wall, bring them to the cement slab in the middle of the room, and hack off the required body part as the others watched. If they had any chance of survival, they would be chained back to the walls. If not, they met their demise in a gruesome manner. The back rooms of the warehouse held even more horrors. The riders found a guillotine, used for executions, and a large crocodile, adding to the horrific scene. The guillotine, an ancient device used for beheadings, was a stark reminder of the brutal operations conducted there. The Okada riders freed 23 people that day but did not find their missing friend. They searched and dug the visible shallow graves but to no avail. Tragically, Kazim was never found. The police likely deemed the building a symbol of terror and a crime scene too horrific to be left standing and demolished it. The true number of victims who lost their lives in the warehouse remains unknown, but the personal belongings suggested it was in the hundreds. To this day, no one has been held accountable for the atrocities committed in that warehouse. Kidnappings in Nigeria are a serious issue, often fueled by ritualistic beliefs and criminal activities. The bravery of the Okada riders in uncovering this horror highlights the need for stronger measures to combat these heinous crimes. Thank you for watching this harrowing tale of courage and resilience. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories.